Good evening, everybody. Good night, or no, good evening, I think is what you say when you say hello.
Talking Dirty
with Maestro.
Not just numbers,
Not just stats.
it's about what they mean.
I'm going to send to you the information.
Talking Dirty.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Dirty with your boy. Me. Hey fam, how you doing? This is just a catch up on Talkin Dirty as we get ready more into the showcase season. A lot of great games have gone on so far. A lot of great things have been shown in those games. I want to talk about them a little bit further here, but this particular Dirty talk is more about what can help those who take the time to organize their team, organize these games, and see how they want to make them happen, how they want to make them grow. So this is just a little side advice, if you would. First of all, commendations to every single player, every single coach that want to put together a showcase, put together teams for a showcase. It shows one of the things we're going to talk about later. But let's see, how can you make this happen for you? How can we make this grow for you? How can you make this move in a way that will serve you and what you want to do? So let's talk about the three things that will help you in terms of what to look for and how to go about building a showcase team that will help benefit you. One, the team is more than just a group of cats that you think you want to play with. We want more than that. You want to put together a group that, in some cases, don't be afraid to play with athletes who have a different philosophy or different styles than what you have, because that's going to help you grow your style in terms of flexibility, in terms of how you are able to work together. You also want to make sure that when you put that team together, that look at cats who have a dominant ability within a game. Good rebounder, good three-pointer, good mid-range game, good low-post game, those simple things. Why? Because you want to learn from that. You want to see how they do what they do within your strategy and how you build it with your team, which is another point. We're going to talk about that more in the second half. But you also want to make sure that you have a case where you are putting not only your team, but the ability of the players you're bringing on to be showcased. And again, we'll get more into that in the second half. And lastly, and this is the one thing that's really difficult to get around to some of the players, especially put together their own teams, be honest and don't be afraid to look at getting people who are better than you, because that's the only way you're really going to get better. Not just playing cats that are better than you, not just going up against cats that are better than you. And I know, nobody's better than me. I got the all-world game, blah, 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 whatever. No, you don't, but it's okay if that helps you sleep at night. That's good. That's also going to be the main thing that's going to keep you from getting the all-world game if you feel that way. Get players that are better than you. Get players that you know put in the work, that you see dominating in a particular feature game after game after game, week after week after week. And instead of hating on that, learn from that and help that to build in your game. Hopefully those three things will kind of help you get a look of when you put together these showcase teams. And again, bravo Zulu, commending you all the way, because it just shows that you have that extra thing that you need in your game to want to get better every day. All right, family, you know what's up. Catch me on the other side.
Thank you for listening to the Maestro. Want to get involved? Bring it.
Drop in discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
If you have the brain, join as a coach. If you have the game,
join as a player.
see the game, be the game.
game.
Now, back to the Maestro.
Sorry, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
And welcome back to Talkin Dirty with your boy.
So in putting together these teams, again, commendations around the board, it's so cool to see. It's what keeps the game alive, what keeps the game going, what makes all those extra hours that you're putting in outside of game time, outside of team time, your solo work is making it pay off. That's what we want to see happen for you, because of what it's going to allow you to be able to do as you try to move forward in the future. So let's take a look at some things that the scouts will look at on the outside as you put together your teams. And this is whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, whether you're a car dealership owner, it doesn't matter. One, we're looking at when you put together a team, how do you put together your strategy? It could be from you personally, directly, or it could be a compilation of you and the players that you get on your team. But either way, a strategy is looked for to see if there's a parent strategy there. What do you do if you're down by 5? What do you do when you're up by 10? Those little things tell us what type of IQ you're working with as you're building a team. And also gives us an opportunity as scouts and as management and as leadership of teams to say, okay, this is the kind of person that not only do we want on the team because of how they play, but look at the other things they bring to the game that doesn't always show up necessarily on the floor, but help makes what's happening on the floor so much stronger. Another thing we look for in that leadership is that ability to step back. Allow your team and your teammates to do what they naturally do. How did you plan that into your strategy? And more importantly, how did you build the focus of that ability? In other words, if I know I have someone who's a strong rebounder, then however I scope out my plays, my base principle is going to include that person being what? Near the post, so they can put that skill to work, right? On the other side of that is, how do I help my teammates develop something that they need for their game? Because it's not just about the wins. It's not just about the points for the wins. It's about other things too. So for instance, that same player that might be strong in the post and score well in the paint and all those other things. Do I give them opportunity to shoot mid-range shots? Do I give them opportunity to shoot long-range shots? Do I work that in? It doesn't have to be every play. It can be one in a sequence, one every 4 plays, one every 5 plays. You get enough turnaround that you're able to do this. So if you want to look at it from the standpoint of observational ball, 8-minute quarters, our pace of play averages out to be somewhere around, give or take, 40 possessions. Let's just make it an even number, 40 possessions. That's not counting when you get a chance to double up with transition ball, when you get a breakaway or a steal or things like that. So 40 possessions. In those 40 possessions, what are you able to do? You're able to sort of showcase your ability to make a team work, make a team operate, and also show how you're allowing your team to develop, and have that in your mind. So when you ask the question about the media, what was your focus today? Well, I had Maestro in, and he's a really good post player. We want to give him a chance to expand on that game to see if he can work on it, the mid-range shot or even his long-range shot. That tells us something else. It tells us that you had the thought process in mind and that you went about doing it. And the other thing that I would say, that sometimes it's good to allow the team to grow naturally. Have your plan in mind, but knowing that you're recruiting these players to play with you, also recruit their sense of the game, their awareness of the game, not just what they physically do, but what they mentally bring to the game, because that's what's going to make your team stronger. Those are the little things that will help you take full advantage of these scouting games, to not just build on, you showed everybody that you can shoot, nice, but that you showed everybody you can put together a strong team and execute a plan of action. And that's going to make you a stronger player anytime. Y'all know what's up. Holla at your boy. Tell me what you think about it. Let me know if this helped you a little bit. Get a little bit further. Can't wait to watch the rest of these showcases. Too much fun. Gonna start giving some breakdown of some showcase games here soon, so we can, hopefully learn from that. And more importantly, as always, you know what your boy got to tell you. Never let Captain Kirk borrow your plane.
Like, I need to talk to somebody.
Thank you for listening to Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out Maestro. Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.